Save my vocal cords. The question about how do we catch mussels comes up. Well, as you can see, it takes a great deal of stealth. You choose the one you want from afar, and it's just a matter of putting on thick rubber gloves and tearing them off the rock. You cannot take mussels between May 1st and October 31st. There's a quarantine, and it's enforceable by Fish and Game, and they will write you a ticket. This quarantine is established to save you from yourself. So, raise your hand if you have picked and eaten mussels in California. Nobody. Usually I get one or two. But this is not unusual. Somebody tell me why it is they never picked a mussel and ate it in California.
There's some disease they have, a certain...
Right. Fear. Okay? Everybody's afraid of eating shellfish in local areas because they're afraid of some kind of contamination. I'm here to tell you what you need to be afraid of and what you don't need to be afraid of. The two conditions that will really mess you up if you eat a mussel at the wrong time of the year, two sister conditions, if you will. One is called paralytic shellfish poisoning. Doesn't that sound nice?
No.
Both of these affect your nervous system, and both of them are potentially fatal. Paralytic shellfish poisoning, or PSP, and then the other one, I love this, it's called amnesiac shellfish poisoning, which wipes the hard drive clean. So you can die from these things, just to be clear. You gotta really like mussels to pick mussels, and I really like mussels. But there are things that you can do to minimize or almost completely assure yourself of a lack of risk. And the first thing is don't pick them at the wrong time of the year. Pay attention to the quarantine. Somebody tell me what I said earlier. What's the quarantine? From when to when? I can't hear anything.
May to October.
Yeah, May 1st to October 31st. Yeah, if you want. Well, what he's saying, it's the months with the R's in them, but that's a problem. Okay, that's kind of a little bit of an urban myth. The months with the R's in them. Has everybody heard of that?
Yeah.
Don't eat them during the month. That was what oyster farmers in 16th century England came up with. This is a completely different ecosystem. If you follow that, then that means you would be eating them in September and October, which are potentially the two warmest months of the year. So months with R's in them is not what you want to, don't listen to that. It's May 1st to October 31st in this area, don't eat mussels. The things that give you this terrible condition that I'm talking about are microscopic diatoms that are in the water column during warm water months. Okay? So you want to eat these during cold water months. There's several other things growing here that are kind of cool. You got your mussels. Well, look at these guys. Hey, you know, it's a foraging tour. And the deal with this here, you can pass these around.